Hi folks, welcome to the Tin Meister's Hobby Room. Today I'm going to show you a couple of things. First I'm going to show you the Schuco Command Car, first designed and built in the 1930s. And then I'm going to show you a couple of books that you should probably purchase if you're really into this hobby. They'll get you around the nuances of the Schuco hobby and all the little bits and details you'll need to know to make sure you have a real Schuco toy and not a fake or a replica. So here is the Schuco Command Car, the Schuco 2000. And these are the three different models that I have. One is pre-war Germany, actually two of them are pre-war Germany, and one is just after the war in U.S. zone Germany. And this is what the model would have come with. This is a box, although this box is in French. Here's the instruction sheet in French as well. These are all original, folks. And then it would have come with a whistle, one whistle, a magic wand, probably a magic wand. Some did not have this. And of course a key. So let's take a closer look at these models. So here's the earliest car I have. This is made in pre-war Germany. It says made in Germany on the bottom. We'll show you in a moment. Here's the front of the car and the sides. And you can see by this metal wheel that it's early. The other years they were painted. There's the diaphragm on the back. There is where you make it go into reverse. There's a little clicker on the top that'll stop and start the car. And here on the bottom is the important stuff. Command Anno 2000, year 2000, and right there in small letters, made in Germany. So that is before World War II. There's the front of the car with a license plate that says 80-2000. This is supposedly the year 2000 car of the future. And then I'm steering it by turning or pushing this lamp back and forth. There's the diaphragm. So here's the next pre-war car. This is made after the other one. You can notice that the wheels are painted on this one. The earlier ones were not painted. Same bumpers and so on. The bottom says made in Germany. Notice it's a little different way they printed on the bottom of this one, lithographed on this one. All of them have an engine up in the front that you can take a look at. Of course, it's not the driving engine. It's just there to take a look at. Both sides open on all the cars. There you go. And here you can see that where's the key? The key is on the other side from the earlier car. And now we're going to take a look at the last car in the collection, which is made in U.S. zone Germany. So after the Second World War. A lot of the same features, but slightly different. Painted wheels. Front bumper says 80-2000. A little bit different type set. Here's the rear bumper. You pull it out, make it go into reverse. And there's that button on the top that'll make it start and stop. And of course there's the motor. They all have that. And there you go. Made in U.S. zone Germany. So probably late 40s, early 50s this car was built. So let's take a look now at some of the accessories. So first of all, we're going to take a look at this very shiny whistle. Notice it says Schuco Commando. This one does not have a stamp on the back. Some of them have a stamp on them that say U.S. zone Germany. Here's a magic wand. It's about 6 inches long. And here's that other whistle. And this one will show that it has that stamp. Hopefully you can see this one. It says Schuco Commando. There you go. And on the back it says, made in U.S. Zone, Germany. Flip it around here. There you go. Made in U.S. Zone, Germany. That other one I showed you earlier might be a replica. Okay, so I'm going to try to demonstrate how the Command Car 2000 works, but it's a very small table, and bear with me please, guys and gals. So here it is, and you can see that on the later model, this is the U.S. Zone Germany, probably built in the early 50s. The key goes in this side, where the very early car, you can see the key goes in the other side. Anyway, so I think I've already wound this one up, but we'll give it a little bit. Yeah, this one's pretty tight. So that one's wound up with a Schuco #2 key. It came with it. And this is how you would play with this toy. So a little thing on the top, this little nib on the top, you just press that, and there it goes. But it's such a small table, it's really hard to get it to go this far, but you can see that's how that would go. But the real way to do this, with a couple different ways, is with your magic wand, of course. And as a little kid, you're going to take a look at that, and you're going to tell your folks, look, I can just take my magic wand and touch it, and it goes, whoop. And I can touch it and it stops with my magic wand. Isn't that incredible? Pretty cool. But even more amazing, is you take your whistle. Not very loud whistle, huh? There we go. You take your whistle and you point it there. Look at that, the whistle makes it go. Or stop. And we pull out the back, and I said, I'll make it go in reverse. If you go forward, magic. So that was the magic, and that was a 1937 toy to start with, whether you can use your whistle, your finger, or the magic wand to make the Command Car 2000 go. There you go. Okay, Schuco fans, here are two books I'd like to feature this week, both on Schuco toys, of course. The first I'm going to talk about is Chris Knox's Schuco Classic Tin Toys, and the second one is Ulrich Schweitzer's Schuco Toys, pre- and post-war vehicles. So let's take a closer look at Chris Knox's book first. So this particular book is not a thorough catalog of all the Schuco toys, but it has some of the most beautiful photographs in it, and it's sure to get you excited to see these toys and how beautiful they can be. So this book is actually quite affordable. You can find it on eBay for $20 or less. Beautiful photographs and some description, kind of colorful description of the toys. It has most of the cars, but it also has, where am I get toward the end here? It has some of the motorcycles. It has a few of the airplanes and boats. There's a submarino. More boats. So it doesn't show everything, but it does show some of the toys, and it's a very exciting book to read. And as a first-time Schuco hobbyist, this is a great book to get for a reasonable amount of money. The second book I'd like to show you is this book by Ulrich Schweitzer, and this is like the Bible for Schuco toys. This will tell us all kinds of things. Like this week we were talking about the Command Car 2000, so let's look at that. Here we go. So the Command Car 2000 is here. It tells you what year it was built, from 1937 to 1951. There were also replicas made after this, which you got to be careful of. If you want a replica, that's fine. They're less expensive, but the real thing is the one that collectors really like. So it'll tell you, you know, if these cars are collectible or which ones are more collectible. It'll tell you, you know, what they look like, how they operate, when they were made, and approximate value of the toys, at least a value in regard to other toys in here, in respect to the price of other toys, how much is this one worth versus another one. So I would highly recommend this book. I would recommend both of these books. For the first time collector, get this book. It's a very nice book and not too much money. And if you get more serious, then get Ulrich Schweitzer's book. And I'll put their names down here so you can check them out on eBay or look for them on the internet. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Thanks for being a part of my Schuco hobby and tin toy hobby. Schuco fans, will do another episode pretty soon. Maybe we'll talk about the Disneyland monorail. Maybe we'll talk about some of the fantastic airplanes that Schuco's made over the years, like this one that does all kinds of stuff. It doesn't have any real electronics in it, mainly just springs and batteries. And then we'll talk about how you can repair some of these toys. So we'll take them apart, we'll take a look at how they operate, and how we might be able to clean them and fix them up and make them really fantastic fun to play with for you and your kids. So that's it for this time. Talk to you soon. Thanks, Schuco fans. This is the Tin Meister saying good night.